very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Minnesota Vikings. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
Back to throw. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive.
Intended for,
but instead, third down.
Incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
That's good.
Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
10 more yards. Complete to Justin Jefferson. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the Ravens, 46.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And they'll work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the fullback, Marcus Peters. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to Miles Boykin. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. throw now on first down. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Vikings nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. This is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
A 46-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the turn.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
5-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On second down, it's Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
That's out to the left and complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Justin Matabike in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Vikings 3.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Ferguson. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And this will be taken at the 13. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now a carry for Dobbins. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And it's fielded at the 34. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
At the 46-yard line.
Swimmer is running back out of the backfield, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Setting up the screen for Cook. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw again. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Jalen Ferguson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now here's a throw that's taken in by Tajay Sharp. And they work this out past the 25. 23 yards, the final tally. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right up.
For the third time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Tucker now to add the point after. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Vikings 3. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And the pressure gets to him again.
the quarterback.
I don't care if you're taking it in round one, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
Incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
It's taken to the 26. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And it's Washington out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself, because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. On second down now, it's Edwards, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never.
I think he's going to go. They're going to get him. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards.
24-yard line.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And this will be incomplete. In physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing.
Those passes intercepted for the third time today. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. He'll have a first down past the 30, the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Lets it fly for Thielen. And my goodness, another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second-half blowout material. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Baltimore.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Another run here with Dobbins. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Ravens continue to pour it on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need. And that's caught inside the 35. In a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 70 yards. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And he gets it to go to make this a 35-10 score now.
Makes the score Ravens 35, Vikings 10. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but now it'll be 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going deep for Brown. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at the 23. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Complete.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
27-yard line.
To throw now on 1st down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Jefferson.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
Bailey got the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Dobbins. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Goodwin. He scored on the ground and through the air as the Ravens push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The end result, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They run. Cook. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down.
At the 5-yard line.
from 5 yards out. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top row. I like it.
At the 25-yard line, the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a toss left side for Dobbins. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Dobbins on the carry.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's Sam Cook now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Calais Campbell able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Calais Campbell. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. So they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they take a knee.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Today's final score, Ravens.
Charles, it's
42.
one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.